Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Now, it is a fact that the Russians blew up at least, or the first Challenger 2 tank made by the British and sent to Ukraine with big okay, but they remained only with because it was blown up. Obviously, like any material thing that you can detect, and you're going to find it eventually, and you're going to come up. Well, this video is not going to use an article only about, hey, they did it. I already made that video before, and it's determined that experts determined that video showing the blown up Challenger tank, that the video I made earlier today, is a Challenger 2 tank, the famous eventually fought someone of its own size, and obviously it got blown up. I mean, the problem is these guys had this hype that is like invincible, fantastic. But anyway, let me show you more than that, because this tank, Challenger 2 tank, was provided to the 82nd division. Is that what it is? Let me just see. Is a division? Is that how it's called? Air Assault Brigade. I'm still forgetting. 82nd, and that's the most sophisticated, the elite unit. And I'm going to be focusing on how many they had and how many they probably have right now, and what time span between when they got involved, the elite 82nd Air Assault Brigade in Ukraine, until they got the first tank blown up. It didn't take the Russians long. That's my point. So let's go and see. Let's verify, let's put it this way, check with Sputnik first. And Sputnik tells us that obviously UK-made Challenger 2 tank got first taste of combat in Ukraine and failed. Obviously, this is what the Russians are happy about it, and they should be, because actually, right, that's the enemy for them. And here you have former Defense Minister of Great Britain, Ben Wallace, celebrating on it and so on. Okay, good, it's gone. And they say here, Challenger 2 was destroyed in combat in Ukraine. For the first time, Britain provided the Kiev regime with 14 such tanks for frontline breakthroughs. Now that was given to those guys right here, the 82nd Air Assault Brigade. So they say, who are? There's Business Insider. Look at the date, August 21st, 2023. Who are Ukraine's 82nd Air Assault Brigade? A new elite unit armed with the best Western gear. Seems to have Russia rattled. Ooh. All right, so I made a video on this one, obviously, and it says Ukraine's elite 82nd Air Assault Brigade appears to have joined its counteroffensive fight. The unit has a big collection of Western vehicles and UK tanks, according to leaked US documents. Russian war commentators are highlighting the brigade, saying it has made some progress. I doubt that. Now, an elite Ukrainian unit has joined its counteroffensive. Okay. And it says the unit, made up of 2,000 troops, has previously been held in reserve on the sideline of the pitch, and now they're in, substituted. And this is what they got here. In February, the leaked documents from Pentagon said that they expect to have 90 U.S. Stryker combat vehicles, 40 German-made Marder infantry fighting vehicles, 24 U.S.-made M113 infantry carriers, and 14 Challenger tanks from the UK. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. Now, that was, if you look back here, that was on August 21st. Now, this article here, with the first tank that we see, is 6 hours ago, but it's on the 5th of September. So it took the Russians, what, about 15 days, let's put it this way, 15 days they took them to blow up, that we know of. We have to emphasize that we know of. Because if there would be that video with those guys driving that little SUV or pickup truck and showing the footage, those were Ukrainians, and looking at it, then would have been a different story. But they showed it, and it got leaked. I'm assuming those guys are dead men walking now in Ukraine for doing that. SSU or whatever they have, the secret police over there. Oh, it's not called that. It's security service. My bad. They're gonna hunt them and gonna f them up, like they did with those guys who showed some footage of the Russian missile attack on Kiev. Remember that one? That the Patriot system, and they say no, Patriot system was blown up. Then the footage showed up. Get them, and they got them. And they are at house arrest. I think there were about 5 bloggers. Yeah, they disclosed the position of the Patriot. Like those guys can't see it in real time from above. Jesus Christ, man. Those guys see where the lights are going up. They can identify in real time the target and blow it. But hey, for idiots, it worked. So let me show you this here. So let me show you that video that I made earlier today. And that is a video of first British-made Challenger 2 tank burning in Ukraine, question mark, because it was uncertain at that time if it is, but it is now. More to come, I suspect, which I think that will definitely happen because they're not invincible. Remember them when the Brits said, order the Ukrainians, according to media outlets that I covered, don't get the Challenger 2 tanks in the risking operations. I wonder why. And I make this point all the time. A weapon of war is used to be reliable, and you use it when you need it. Now, don't use it over there. Don't fire it, but only 3 times in a minute. Puck, puck, puck. What the hell? So anyway, my friends, we're gonna be having more evidence of other things blown up of great importance for the Ukrainians or NATO member states. And that's a normal thing, and I'm pretty sure, convinced that the Ukrainians or the Americans or whomever, the weapon, they destroyed the Russians' S-400s and others, because they're not invincible, my friends. Nothing is, you can't detect it. These guys did you notice that these guys haven't mentioned HIMARS lately? Why is that? I wonder. Like, oh, they blow up, they do this. Why? Because the Russians are incapable of figuring out where they're at, you think? Or there's no more HIMARS in Ukraine? Which one is it? Both? I don't know. Can it be both in the same time? No. Yeah, if you lie, you can make them being both. True. Anyway, my friends, here it is. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.